Hi, this is Don Samuels, and this is my weekly update, and I'm here to talk to you about an issue that has been getting a lot of attention lately, and that is animal care and control. And I'm glad to be able to give it even more attention for all the good work that they're doing there under the direction of the manager, Dan Niziolek, who is with us today. And Dan is going to respond to the concerns expressed about the euthanizing or putting down of dogs and our pets who are dangerous or sick or unadoptable or for whatever reason, and what the process is, what the kind of statistics are, and what's really happening in the adoption of pets. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my friend and our star city performer, Dan Niziolek. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Good. So what's happening over at Animal Care and Control?
Well, there's been some really good news. I mean, as you know, usually we come to your committee, Public Safety, in regards to our number one priority, which is animal control, which is making sure our city's safe. Another priority we do is animal care, all the animals that come into our shelter for various reasons. And we got some really exciting stuff going on right now. Over the past 3 years, we started realizing tighter city budgets that if we're going to do more work in animal care, we need to really grow our partnerships with the community. And we put out the word, and as usual, as you'd expect, Minneapolis residents and businesses really came to the table. So some of the positive outcomes that we're seeing is in 2008, about 60% of our adoptable animals that came into our shelter went out to new homes.
That's 2008.
That's 2008. Last year, we were at 80% of our adoptable animals going home. The first 6 months of this year, 93%.
Wow.
Going to a home, whether it be going back to their owner, going to a new home, going out to a rescue group who's going to find them a home, but 93% of our adoptable animals in the first 6 months of this year went home, which is great news, but it speaks to our community. 3 years ago, we had about 16 rescue groups that work with us. A number of our animals that come into the shelter, we may not be able to adopt out to the public. We have a number of organizations that work with us to place these animals. 3 years ago, we had 16. Today, we have more than 37, and the number is growing. And they help us to place a lot of animals. So, incredible community partner in terms of getting the animals out the door. In addition to that, not only getting them home, but also what's the care they get in the shelter. Before, they may sit in there in the shelter day in, day out with not a lot of socialization. A year and a half ago, we started a volunteer program, and within a year and a half, we've had our 100th volunteer sign up. In fact, July of this year, we had our 100th volunteer sign up. Our dogs are getting tired now because they get so many walks, our cats are getting cuddled, and we're getting a much more positive presence in the community, which has been really fun to see, which makes them more adoptable and gets their time at the shelter a better experience for them.
So you went from how many volunteers?
From 1 to 100.
100.
In a year and a half, and we have a waiting list.
Wow.
Which, once again speaks to the residents of the city of Minneapolis. You put out the call and they come in. So we're excited about that. A lot of good things going on. In addition, as we said, we knew we needed to partner more with the community, and the council and the mayor gave us our program development coordinator position 3 years ago. And that's seen as our resource. How do we build our resources? So not only are we bringing volunteers in and other community groups, we got businesses who are working with us around pet licensing. So if you license a pet in the city of Minneapolis, you get I Love My Pet rewards card, and you can use it for discounts at various businesses. But in addition to that, it's just the donations have increased. I mean, between grants and donations, 4 years ago brought in about 7,000, last year about 100,000.
Wow.
And that money is going directly to animal care. So, public safety, number one priority, but another priority is the animal care piece. Knowing that we don't have the resources as a city, we've gone to the community and they've of course responded very well, and we've seen really positive outcomes. Very excited about that.
Great. And people donate in-kind goods too. I see
we get
that coming through.
Yep, that's right. All the blankets, dog food, toys, treats, as you get to see the collection of items that we get.
So that all sounds really great. It's really an opportunity. This, if you call it dilemma or crisis, has given you an opportunity to showcase the great work that's evolved from that department and through the great work of volunteers and great citizens of the city of Minneapolis.
Yep,
So
we have a couple more initiatives we're working on, and I always continue to look at how we bring more resources, and just want to put a plug in, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
This coming Saturdays, September 29th, we have our I'm in the Doghouse fundraiser at the shelter. Is between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. up at the shelter, 212 17th Avenue North. A lot of fun activities for kids, families, adults, and the like. And we'll be adopting three very adorable animals, 2 puppies, and the mom. Each will be being adopted individually, but also just a lot of fun activities to see what's going on and be a part of that great activity.
Great. Well, thank you, Dan. Thanks for all the great work you're doing.
Thanks
and,
for the support.
Convey our gratitude to your staff and volunteers.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so you can see the great work that's being done, and the fact that the controversy actually helps us point out that we have come a long way in doing even better work than we did in the past. So thank you very much for your interest. Stay tuned until next time, and stay safe.